Buenos dias, guys. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody's doing all right. I'm back for the meantime. Uh, you know, last month was really hectic in terms of schedule. I couldn't find the right time to like make shoot video or do any form of content creation. So it's not what I planned out at the beginning of last month. But hey, what happened. I missed a couple of games, a lot of games, but we will surely get back in track. The season is still on. We have some games still left to cover. So let's get right into it. Yesterday we had Arsenal versus Fulham playing in that London derby, and I gotta say I was sort of very cheered on, and again I was sort of disappointed because I love Fulham. I thought they'll bring their A game, but they didn't because Arsenal clapped that league in the first half. In the way Arsenal was playing, that is the Arsenal that people want to see. That's the Arsenal that's want to win the Premier League. Really, Arsenal really dominated the first half, and I feel like they were making a statement in that in yesterday's match, so to say, right? They were making a statement in yesterday's match, and I gotta say the players, they look sharp, they look fresh, they looked ready to win the Premier League. And I gotta say this is the best Arsenal that I've seen in a very long time, because April hasn't really been a good month for them, and a little bit of March it hasn't really been a good month for them. So for me to see that Arsenal play out, and to see one of my favorite players, Calafiori, get back into the squad, it was really fantastic and very refreshing to watch. Arsenal currently now sit on 6 points, with Manchester City having 2 games in hand. Arsenal also have a goal difference. So Arsenal just gotta make sure that every match that they play, they put it in the bag and they get that 3 point, and they don't need to win just like a 1-0. Convincingly, at least they need to average at least 2 goals per 90 minutes, right? So because go different is going to be a matter to say in this title race, right? It's going to be a matter. So at least you need to win the way they won in last night's match. That's the way they're supposed to win the rest of other match. I think currently they're remaining with 3 matches, if I'm not mistaken. So I gotta say they need to play that. Of course, they have a Champions League in midweek, somewhere Wednesday, Thursday. They have a Champions League, and if we see the same Arsenal that played last night play out in midweek Champions League, I gotta say we might be seeing Arsenal in the final of the UEFA Champions League, and yeah, because they're playing at home on the Emirates, so Arsenal potentially can play in the Champions League, and I'm rooting for Arsenal to be in the Champions League, right? So very massive congratulations to Arsenal with the way they played. We were convinced that you guys are champions. We were convinced that you guys really want to win the Premier League. So massive and huge congratulations. On the other hand, in Spanish La Liga, the Spanish giants Barcelona won away from home against Osasuna, a 2-1 victory. And I gotta say, it puts Barcelona just a fingertip away. Not, I did say in my previous video that they have one hand, but this time it's like a fingertip away in to lift in that La Liga trophy back to back again. It seems very surreal in this era where when Mbappe lands Madrid, the Barcelona doesn't need to get ready. Everybody needs to get ready in this world of where Real Madrid are boasting Galacticos and superstars in their teams. Barcelona are going back to back in the league. So goals courtesy of Robert Lewandowski and Ferran Torres. I gotta say I didn't watch that much, but I did watch the highlights, and the reaction to the Barcelona bench, guys, it was massive. You can see that these players are playing their hearts out and they want to win, and it was good to see Rafinha on that bench. I'm sure he would turn up somewhere in the Clasico. So now the situation here is, if Real Madrid loses tonight's match, then Barcelona officially will be crowned as La Liga champions. Or either ways, if don't and they sorry, and on the weekend in the Clasico, Real Madrid have to give a guard of honor to Barcelona. That's the scenario number one. Scenario number two is that if Real Madrid will win tonight's match, still they will lose the title if Barcelona beat them in the Clasico. Now, as a Barca fan, which one do I prefer? I prefer scenario number one, where Real Madrid have to give us the guard of honor, because guys, that's a once in a lifetime opportunity, right? That is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I want that, because remember last season we did clinch up the title after winning the Clasico, so we already have that feeling. We already have that feeling of winning the Clasico, winning the Clasico that gives us the title, right? So I gotta say, I really want to see Real Madrid give us a guard of honor, because in the Spanish Copa they refuse to give us a guard of honor. So I really want to see Real Madrid give us a guard of honor in the Clasico on the Spotify Camp Nou. I can't wait. I really want to see that. So I hope that they lose today's match, but if so, even if they win, they will have to face us in the Clasico, and we'll have to win the Clasico. And if so, the title potential is ours, but there's just a lot of case scenarios attached to it, right? So it's been really really good. I am preparing a video of the Jose Mourinho Real Madrid debacle. I really want to do that. I did shoot a video last night, but it wasn't like in great form, so I kind of like went back and drew back. So I want to shoot a new one today. Hopefully God sees me through everything, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Adios.